Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube viewers. Good morning, Facebook viewers. Good morning, viewers from all various apps. Good morning, beautiful day, new Monday. Um, Today's topic, before we start, click like, subscribe, share. Somebody may be able to get something from this. Share it with them. 2021 is here, so 2021, we rethink the way we act, we rethink the way that we think, and we live our best life. So today's topic is induced conversation. Protect your thoughts. So you say to yourself, okay, inducement means that you push somebody to do something. You induce, you put something upon. But induced conversation is different because you're not pushing something on the person. You're putting the person in a situation where the person reveals themselves, their thoughts, and they do this as a form of manipulation. We all use this type of manipulation. A good case in point is for, if you're a viewer and you have sisters and brothers, think of a time when you all wanted to go to the park. You all wanted to go to the park, but you weren't going on this day. So you would plot. You would put together these things, say, well, go and do this, or, go say this, or, get so-and-so to go there, and from there, then I'll come and, we'll do A, B, and C. And then before you know it, you're at the park and you're playing. So you gathered together to manipulate a situation. Well, this process goes on throughout your whole life. It's going on right now as we speak. It never stops. So today we're going to find out how this induced conversation can literally put you into a stressful situation. It can put you into a depressing situation. It can put you into a violent situation. And these are people, like I said, whether it's one person or a group, usually usually in today's day and age, it's always more than one. There's never just one person that hates you. There's the person that hates you, or the person that is jealous of you, or the person that feels some kind of way towards you, but they have accomplices. They have people that are around that they can say, well, hey, you go and try this, or hey, you go. And so it's the same thing as kids, except we're playing it as adults, and 2021 we're not playing this game anymore. So I'm also here to explain how we've been conditioning ourselves, to accept this negative process. Again, go back to the, wanting to go to the park as a kid. So we've accepted, the negative results that come from it. And I'm going to explain that also. So we're going to be discussing some things about your brain and how you think, process, and how you react based upon these facts of induced conversation. Many of us feel that's just the way life goes, or pay bills, then you die. Lastly, just go with the flow. If you have used these self-defeating words and cliches, then you have, in a sense, been brainwashed for self-destruction, because we carry these things on and on and on and on and on through life. So we accept it. It's almost like going to a gathering, and then you go home and you're like, man, why did I even go? Because you've been conditioned. You've been conditioned since childhood. So a lot of the ways that you live your best life today is that you have to change that narrative, and you have to reinforce positive and continuously say these positive things to yourself. Because if you don't, then you allow those negative tapes to continue to play. So if you don't believe in what I'm saying, if you think that this is all bull, we're going to do a test, and this is a test for you out there. If you do this, and what I'm saying is true, then hear out the video. If I'm saying this to you and you say, oh well, I tried that and it's wrong, then you don't need to listen to it. Then everything that I say is untrue. But this is a fact and it will work. Okay? So I'm going to show you how easy it is. Then I'm going to explain how manipulation and brainwashing is accomplished by people who are close to you. Okay? So, okay, now the test is over the period of 1 week, for every person, every conversation that you interact with in that week, you're going to say somewhere throughout this through the conversation, you will say, if birds fly, I can survive. Do that for 1 week, no matter who the conversation is with. All right? Now, after that 1 week, many of the individuals will begin to say the phrase back to you without even you asking to say it, which will be surprising that they have not only said it to you, and if they have said it to you, then they've said it to somebody else. So that's a form of brainwashing. That's a form of induced conversation that allows a person to say something to one person and then to have effect away from the person of where it originated. So now you understand how this process is working. Okay, and what I'm going to explain is how this process affects us. Is that of all the negative tapes that we play in our minds, as well as the struggles and doubts in life and challenges, and has been induced, meaning a person or people, they get off on your misery, they get off on your failures, and they get off on your lack of happiness, all under the guise of being somebody who cares. So, you know, we all know this, we all see it, we see it on a daily basis. But what 2021 is saying is cut those people off. Stop all that stuff. You know, because the people are aware, so you'll never have to have the conversation as to why a person is no longer, you know, a part of your circle. You know, and it's never a negative thing. You know, the person they can be really, really good people, but they just don't fit into where you're going in life. So this is what's important, is taking your life back to make it your best life so that you can have less stress, you can have less depression, you can have less interference in the direction you want to go into life, which gives you more time to embrace the good qualities and to give yourself credit for the good qualities that you also have in life as you grow and you see these changes for the better. Okay? So, cliches. Why can't you be like your sister? Can I go, Dad? No, Darla. Fishing is for men. Or you're ugly. Lastly, nobody loves you. So if you're hearing these things, you know, through childhood, and if you get into these, you know, childhood kid, you know, brother, sister, sister, brother, mother, father, however, family things where this word is being said to you, 9 out of 10 times, 99.9 out of 10 times, you are going to carry an insecurity, a flaw, just based on this. And in the back of your mind, you're always going to feel that. So if, say, somebody says you're ugly as a kid, you know, you hear it. Now you grow up, you're the most beautiful person in the world, but everyone's telling you how beautiful you are, but you yourself can't see it. And that's what you're going to get rid of in 2021. You're not going to carry other people's garbage. You're not carrying other people's baggage. You're going to live your best life. So induced conversation is a person or persons who act as if they really care or are concerned or just stopped in to say hello. However, each time they have nothing to say. So these people come and they're like, oh man, I missed you, I was thinking about you, and they're sitting in front of you and they're not saying jack. That's induced conversation, because these people know, they're like, hey, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to go there, and you know, they're going to feel that they have to give hospitality, so therefore they're going to feel that they have to make the conversation, and whatever they say, then I can use it in different ways. I can use it to gossip, to say, hey, my life is better than yours. I can use it to manipulate you, to if there's something I'm trying to extract from you, I can brainwash you so that if I'm feeling angry or upset at something, I can be in front of you and bring you down to where I'm feeling with a smile. And 2021, no more. Take back your life. So, however, each time they have nothing to say. The reason for this is because they want to induce and manipulate your conversation to keep you talking or to say something nice and to say something in a nice way. Yet when they leave, you feel like, what the hell just happened? It's almost like going through a divorce and someone says, oh, I'm concerned. I just came to see how you were doing, and you know, uh, how are you feeling? How are you doing? Oh, well, I'm doing good. I'm just starting a new job, and, I'm getting ready to move from here. And, oh, well, Bill, he was a real jerk to you. Or Karen, she was a real jerk to you. Each time that you're trying to go away from discussing anything from a divorce, but yet and still, this person, for every time they let you get away from it, they throw something that can bring you right back. And that's a form of induced conversation. That's a form of induced manipulation. It's a form of brainwashing, and it's evil. And as long as we, look at this as all, that's been happening, throughout our lives, then you accept this evil that's taking place. You accept, the feelings that you feel when you're not feeling good. So, let's be responsible for our actions, because we all have the right to say no. Okay? So what I want for us to know and walk away with is that everyone on this earth is doing this. Everyone on this earth is manipulating, brainwashing, and in some way, shape, or form. But here is the difference. We genuinely care. We genuinely want to help. We genuinely want to truly be a friend and assist in any way that we can. Whereas people who use induced conversation for negative, there is nothing good in what they do. There's nothing good that's behind that smile. There is nothing good in behind the people who associate with these individuals to say that, hey, we understand, hey, this is this. No, don't even allow those people around you, because those people are just as evil. They're thoughtless. They can't even think to act on behalf of someone else. But the person that is doing this induction and this manipulation knows that the people that they're reaching out to can't think for themselves. So therefore, those people are just acting on sheer hate, by doing these things. But the thing that I want you guys to know is that these people are smiling in your faces. One of the changes that I made is that when I see these things, I don't smile. I don't give them no side. I don't even look. They do not even exist. Don't even come in my face. And when you do this, it sets the standard that your light is strong. Your light cannot be played with. Your light cannot be manipulated. We're still going to go through our trials and tribulations. We're still going to feel sad. We're still going to go through emotions. But these are emotions that are warranted, not emotions that are bought in from the outside and then dropped off at your doorstep. So, okay, it's like a fire in your kitchen. Now you see the fire burning, but you're hungry, and the firemen are inside trying to put out the fire, and you're hungry, and you say, well, I'm going inside, and you walk into the kitchen to go get something out of the refrigerator. If you know that there's a fire going on and you walk into that fire, then you're responsible for how much you get burnt. And we're not going to get burnt like that anymore, and in any kind of way, because now we're more aware of what's really going on around us. Okay, so remember that all conversations and interactions should leave you, when you walk away, it should leave you feeling okay, it should leave you feeling happy or fulfilled. If you walk away from, excuse me, any conversation, any interaction, you feel negative, you feel, your day was going good, and then for some reason, whatever after that interaction, you're feeling like, man, what the hell just happened? Those are relationships you have to cut off. And that's one of the things, most of the people out there, I'm not one of them, but most of you that are viewing this are afraid to be alone. And, if you're going to be afraid to be alone, then nothing will ever change for you in your life. Because part of being alone, when you're alone, you understand who you are as a person. So you're more focused on you and your needs. And when you don't do that, then everything else is acceptance. I'll go through the roller coaster again to go back, just go with the flow, or it's just the way things are. Get away from those things. Tell yourself, hey, I'm awesome. And even if you're sad, say, hey, I'm awesome today. Because you say it long enough and you say these positive things long enough, then those negative tapes won't play. And when people do come around you who do that inducive conversation, who try to use that manipulation tactic, you can look at them and say, yo, just get the hell out of my face, get out of my house, get away from me. And they have no choice but to, because they know that right then and there you caught them. You caught them with those words coming out, and they knew that that was some of the words that they used to induce. So it's almost like pulling their card. But don't sit around them to sit back and say, hey, see, I got you, I outsmarted you. No, this is not what it's all about. It's about the fact that if you play that game, then you're going to fall victim to an even stronger game. Because anytime that you become aware of manipulation, or a person or people who are manipulating you, they are angry and they will try that much harder. So we're not going to let induced conversation win out on us. We're not going to do that. So we begin to now say, I can, even if I can't. We begin to say, I will, even if you won't. We begin to say, I'm beautiful, even though you say I'm ugly. So this is what we do. We flip those words. So let's take back our lives in order to live a happier, more successful, and fulfilling best life. 2021, no. Say no to and stand up to people who induce conversation to harm you. Cut them off and move on. Your best life depends on it. So I'm glad that we spent that time to get that part out. And like I say, every video is about getting us to see what's really going on around us, and to reinforce the powers that we have in ourselves to stand up. We will all be surprised. You will be surprised to understand just how much power that you have, which we do have that power. So let's embrace our lives, our light within. Let's embrace the life that we have, and let's make it the best life. So I'm glad that we had the chance to go through this topic, and I'm glad to have been here with you. And it's a beautiful day. Get out there and enjoy it, and live your best life, and say no to induced conversation. And with that, everyone, have an awesome day. Have a beautiful day. Click like, subscribe, share. Peace and blessings.